It has been over 500 days since Fortnite Battle Royale released to the world, and in that time we've seen 7 seasons come and go, and also an 8th season commence most recently, which we're nearly about halfway through as of right now. Now, saying that Fortnite has changed a bit in that time would quite honestly be a massive understatement, as Fortnite is one of the most evolutionary games in all of history. The map is ever evolving and constantly changing right before our very eyes. Weapons have come and gone, been buffed and nerfed, and some even make occasional glorious comebacks. Altogether though, Fortnite as a title has undergone some serious changes over the season, and with that, today we're breaking down the evolution of Fortnite Battle Royale. What's up guys, and welcome back to the Simply Fortnite channel, and thanks for stopping by. If you are new around here, feel free to subscribe with your post notifications turned on, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like on it. Now without further ado, let's take a look at the evolution of Fortnite and all of the core elements of the game. Let's kick things off talking about the basics, aka the Battle Pass. The Battle Pass feature that Fortnite implemented quite some time ago has quite honestly become a staple in many other games these days. For instance, Call of Duty now features an operations system, Apex Legends is about to introduce its very first Battle Pass, and a ton of other big name titles out there are now taking after Fortnite's example. But the Battle Pass has not always been what it is today. Way back in Season 1, the Battle Pass hardly existed. You technically could still unlock items through different tier thresholds, but really the Season 1 quote-unquote Battle Pass was more of a combination of the item shop and the Battle Pass, as players could actually level up and unlock the ability to purchase an item at certain tiers. Some of the Season 1 Battle Pass content includes skins like the Renegade Raider and the Aerial Assault Trooper. Then Season 2 came along and we got our first official Battle Pass, which contained 70 tiers and included items like skins, pickaxes, gliders, and the like. Season 3 then introduced the 100 tier version of the Battle Pass and also added in loading screens, weekly challenges, and contrails. With the Season 4 Battle Pass, we saw sprays, weekly storyline loading screens, and upgradable outfits added into the content stream. And for Season 5, we saw toys added in, Season 6 brought the addition of music and pets, Season 7 brought forth raps and animated loading screens, and Season 8, our most recent season, gave us emotes that we could use while moving and also some animated sprays. So I do think it's safe to say the Battle Pass has come a very long way since its debut way back when. Another iconic part of Fortnite Battle Royale is of course the map, which, just like the Battle Pass, has seen some huge changes happen to it over the course of time. Originally, the Fortnite Island map began with 13 primary named points of interest, but that number quickly grew when the first ever map update introduced places like Tilted Towers, Shifty Shafts, Haunted Hills, Junk Junction, and Snobby Shores to the island. After that, we also began to see the very first stages of the Meteor Crash event, which was initiated by a meteor glowing in the sky prior to it crash landing right on top of Dusty Depot, which was then renamed Dusty Divot. Alongside the major meteor impact, we also saw some smaller impact zones all across the map, which gave us our very first look at the weekly map updates, in which construction began all across the map to fix and rebuild those various impact zones. We then saw the desert biome added in, replacing Moisty Mire, and then Kevin the Cube appeared as a result of the various lightning strikes that eliminated all the cacti on that one random mountain. Kevin would then crash and smash and dash his way all around the island before taking a dip into Loot Lake and completely revamping that point of interest as we know it, creating the Cube Island before combusting before our very eyes in the Butterfly event. Then Season 7 came along and introduced the new Iceberg biome to the map, adding in places like Polar Peak and Frosty Flights. And now here in Season 8, with our most recent map update, we got a third new biome added onto the map in the jungle area that consists of the Volcano, Sunny Steps, and also Lazy Lagoon. Once again, similar to the Battle Pass, the original Fortnite map was nothing compared to what it is today. And outside of places like Retail Row and Salty Springs, Day 1 players might not even recognize that this map is the same map we've had since Fortnite Battle Royale began. Perhaps one day we'll see the Fortnite map retired and replaced by an entirely new battlefield, but for now we'll continue to dress as bananas and build sky-high towers over Tilted Towers in the volcano on our way to victory. And speaking of victory, that is normally achieved by using weapons. Wow, that was a piece of knowledge if I've ever heard one. Anyways, the guns are yet another major aspect of Fortnite that have changed drastically over the course of the previous 500 days, both in terms of damage and physical properties, and also variety and diversity. Season 1 had a handful of weapons, for instance, the tactical and pump shotguns, the SCAR assault rifle, the regular AR, the burst AR, the rocket launcher, and the bolt sniper, just to name a few, and some of these weapons performed quite differently back in the day. For example, the SCAR used to be able to do 92 damage to the head, which nowadays some snipers barely match that number, so you can imagine how powerful the SCAR was back in Season 1. The pump shotgun also used to come in a gray or common rarity back in Season 1 as well, making it one of the most frequent weapon spawns in the game. Now, of course, we have things like the crossbow that's been in and out of the game at time to time, the silent sniper and marksman rifles, we've seen the pumpkin and snowball launchers, which personally are two of my favorite weapons in history, and we even have some leaked weapons coming up like the railgun, which I think it's safe to say original Fortnite players who played way back in Season 1 definitely would be surprised by the amount of weapon diversity we have in the game right now. Another huge aspect of Fortnite is its live events. These events have seen player counts unheard of by other titles, and with good reason. No one does it like Fortnite does it. Which I'm just saying, I feel like that needs to be a shirt. How is that not a shirt already? Anyways, the first ever live event to take place in Fortnite was the rocket launch event back in Season 4, which nearly saw the destruction of Tilted Towers and had millions upon millions of players on the edge of their seat during the entire event. I also believe the solo kill record was set during the rocket launch, as some random player ended up knocking down a viewing platform that had a ton of players standing on top of it, and when they all fell to the ground and died from fall damage, that player was awarded with a ton of kills, and I think that kill record might actually still stand, although technically that is not the actual real solo kill record because that was during an event. There is no way that counts. Anyways, after the rocket launch, our next one-time event took place in Season 6 with the Butterfly event that was set up by Kevin the Cube corrupting the island and also Loot Lake's middle island. The Butterfly event saw a ton of players travel to an alternative dimension for a brief moment before returning to the regular Battle Royale island where Kevin the Cube was unfortunately never seen again. After that, we saw the Ice Storm event in which the Ice King summoned all of his inner power and covered the entire Fortnite map in snow and ice, at least for a couple of days, before his arch nemesis, the Fire King, broke out of the dungeon in the Ice Castle and started melting all the snow away. And finally, most recently, we saw the Marshmallow Fortnite concert event, which is undeniably one of the biggest events in video game history, as this concert alone saw over 10 million unique viewers live. Looking into the future, it also seems like we may have another one-time event on the rise, as the volcano on the island is prone to erupt any day now, and there's also a handful of other teases and hints suggesting that a Kraken sea monster may be coming to attack the Fortnite island as well in the next couple of days and weeks. All in all though, Fortnite's live in-game events have truly set a new precedent in terms of player counts and viewer numbers, and Epic Games really does continue to create waves in the gaming community with them. And in all honesty, I'd be willing to bet money on the fact that the future, in fact the very near future, has some more one-time events lined up and planned for us. To sum things up for today, Fortnite is definitely a very different game than it was when it launched over 500 days ago. Pretty much every single aspect of the game has changed at least a little bit, and other aspects aren't even recognizable anymore because so much has been changed and adapted along the way. From the original battle pass, to the map, to the weapons on the map, to the items on the map, to even the live in-game events that completely change the game and how gaming works these days. Pretty much every single aspect of Fortnite is different in one way or another. Whether it be huge or small, Fortnite is a very changed game and has definitely evolved a lot over the last 500 days. With that being said, that does effectively wrap things up and conclude things for today. Be sure to let us know down in the comments below what your all-time favorite item in all of Fortnite is or was. Of course, if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to drop a like on it and give it a big old thumbs up, as it really does help out the channel and it is much appreciated. And if you are brand new here to the Simply Fortnite channel, feel free to go ahead and subscribe with your post notifications turned on. That way you'll never miss another upload. by clicking that bell icon and joining the notification squad. Every time we post a new video, YouTube will actually send you a message letting you know we've gone live. That way you can be the first person to watch, like, and comment on each and every new upload. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and we'll see you guys on the battle bus. Peace out.